something different is happening here.
The shoes defied everything.
It gave a voice to the voiceless.
Who the hell does he think he is?
Unbanned, The Legend of AJ1. I like to explain it as really a biography on the Air Jordan 1.
Unbanned is a documentary about Michael Jordan's first pair of shoes in a time where expressing yourself wasn't as popular as it is today.
Michael wore them in some exhibition games and the NBA banned it. They literally kicked it out of the game. How those events went down, which model of shoe it was, that's where the controversy lies. Is this person telling the truth or is that person telling the truth? It is a mythology. The early stage of the edit, for sure, was a big exploration. I started with an outline, and it was important to me to really structure it in a proper 3-act structure.
We started with 10 interviews, and we just started crafting with the 10 that we had, knowing that more would come, but what can we build with these 10?
I think there were about 60 interviews we shot, and actually a surprisingly high number of those made it in. Could have been about 180 hours of interview footage. The most overwhelming part of our project was the archival footage. By the end, we had over 20,000 assets in the project. Team projects allowed the assistant editors to do a lot of prep work.
The way I edit is conducive to using Adobe Premiere. We needed to be able to bring in footage super fast. If I have an idea and I kind of want to really play with it, Charles, can you get me 6 music videos from 1984 hip hop? And I could be doing something else and all of a sudden they're just coming at me and now I have them to work with.
We were in constant communication all day. He could just spin around in his chair and I was right there.
Because of the cloud-based system of Adobe, you wouldn't be able to do that process 5 or 6 years ago at all.
With Premiere, it's not always about finessing the edit. I wanted to be able to throw things in the timeline, try something out real quick, and we can explore an idea like this is gonna work. It wasn't about sliding or overwriting or moving. The way I can move in Premiere is the way that I would see things playing out on my head. When we started, it was interviews and whatever I could grab on YouTube, and then we started bringing in different artists to start incorporating graphics.
The documentary is very live-action heavy, like you see a lot of people being interviewed, and he wanted to bring way more visual language to graphics and explaining the history of the Air Jordan 1 by using graphics, illustrations. So Alex and I were very close because we both work in the Adobe suite and we always have to collaborate.
I've probably been collecting sneakers since I was like 15 or 16. It was something that was a passion of mine, especially the Jordan 1. It's big time. Basically, at one point, we were kind of at a crossroads of trying to find out what more can we pull out from the shoe, because up until this point, we were just using web imagery. We actually bought a Jordan 1 off of eBay, and then we took it apart, and I scanned them in individually into different pieces, and we just started using it on different parts of the marketing assets, whether it be the sole of the shoe, or it be the toe box, or one of my personal favorites, the tongue.
I hope that what the audience takes away from the documentary is what the shoe really stands for.
The thing that kind of amazed me was how this massive part of our culture now started fairly humbly. It was almost an accident.
Everything that goes into this shoe is so much more than the leather, the lace, the stitching. There's a spirit that is somewhere embedded in here, and you feel that when you put them on your feet.